pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening and welcome, everyone. We will now open the public hearing regarding the annual Hancock review for the property tax adjustment. This is not a new tax or anything. This is the annual as the assessments go up, our valuations go up, the assessment goes down so that you're not basically priced out of your house.
I got a question about that. Can I ask a question?
You can ask. I don't know if I'll know, but I'll try.
Okay, well, you might not. I'm going to give you fair on this. But since Jackson County is in on the new property freeze for the people that are old like me, is that going to affect it or not?
I don't know. Generally, I think whatever happens in other years, I would think would be the same that happened this time, but I don't know that.
See, I would think that, and I don't know, but it might be something that you all need to check into, because if it's frozen at the level that it was last year, then that's going to make it very on your all's books for the ones that signed up for that, I would think, but I don't know.
Yeah, as I said, there looks like there's about the tax rate for in 2023, the rate was $34,194,242 was the value of all the assessed property. This year it has a $33,454,832, so it's gone down.
I saw that.
About
And I didn't
$700,000.
understand it, but I already read all that.
Okay,
So it's just a question for you guys something to look at.
certainly.
Because we don't know, nobody seems to know, even Jackson County doesn't know how the tax thing is going to affect anybody yet. That's still all up in the air.
That's exactly what the attorney told me when we were asking them whether we should hold money in escrow or what we should do, and he said this will probably be years to get resolved. Nobody knows.
But you won't have years if you keep increasing the tax base. I mean, it's still gonna be going up. What are you gonna have to do? Retroactive, go back? If, say, that the old people win? Not saying that it's a win or losing, it's a question.
Right. Yeah, and again, it would depend on who's up here, but yeah, I would have no intention of going back to take something if I think you either get it now or you don't get it, sort of thing. That'd be my take, but I mean, I'd have to convince the board, but I think.
You're right. You'll pay it work.
Yeah.
But the tax percentage is increasing from 2023 to 2024, correct? 0.4387 to 0.4509, based
Right.
on whatever the assessment is, whether it goes up or down.
Right, and yeah, because you'll see when the assessment went down, then the rate went up, but yeah, and I haven't punched it through, but in theory, the math should be that it makes the total the same. That's the goal, so you don't get priced out of your home by taxes, don't put you out of your house. Yes, sir.
Mr. Box, I'm Mr. Potter.
Yes, sir.
I've known you for a long time. I would request I'd like to have a meeting and talk to you personally and the chief about some matters that's going on. I just as soon not sharing this with everybody, but
Okay,
there's some problems. I would like to have a meeting with you and the chief sometime.
okay, well, after the meeting, and this will probably be after the city council meeting, not after the hearing.
Well, I'm kind of busy right now. Can we get to this sometime?
Sure.
Well, can I get with you, chief, and we'll figure out what we can do?
Yep.
Okay, and thank you for your help, because you did help me. But you know what I'm talking about. Thank you.
You're welcome. Does anyone else have anything regarding the public hearing? If not, we will take a motion to close the hearing.
I'll move.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Hearing stands adjourned. Now we will call the council meeting to order at 6:05. Take a motion to approve the minutes of the last meeting.
Move to approve.
Second. Any discussion? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Bills list? Got there.
Move to pay the bill.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Public comments as it relates to the city business and operations. Ms. Litton.
Kathy Litton, 113 Cliff Drive. Okay. You all know that I am an advocate for the text message system, right? Okay. My question is this. The last message that I got was that the Boyle advisory had been lifted and it named several streets. My street was actually one of those streets. My problem with all of this is that when Lee Street was bad, and you and I talked that day across the street from my house, mine never lost any water pressure. So I'm thinking that since I didn't lose water pressure, that when the Boyle order was released from the sign, that my house evidently was okay because I did not lose water pressure. There are 3 people within 3 blocks of my house that have compromised immune systems. One of them is a middle-aged gentleman who has cancer and he is losing his battle. So if anybody really needs to know, it's the people who are his family. He's only one. I have a compromised immune system. I don't go around telling people about it. But you know, it's hard for me to stand up here and talk sometimes because my lungs don't work real well. That's my issue. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is if you're putting out information and we think that we're doing the right thing, and I even have people call me, Kathy, did you get the text message? Yes, I did, and I would read it to them. I have no problem doing that. That's just the right thing to do to help the people, your neighbors and stuff. So you're giving them bad information if you're reading this and then you turn around and go, well, shit, that's contaminated water. It could have been contaminated. That needs to be resolved. And I've thought about this a lot. And I think this is what you need to sit down with. You need to get just like a regular game plan. But then you need to go a little bit further and list, you're watching the clock. You need to make a list of the names of the roads or the areas. You might put on there originally quadrants or whatever to make it just put in this or that or the next thing. But if it's just a few streets, then you ought to put that in there. Because that's not fair to us. And when I knew through Facebook about the Lee Street. And I carried on a good conversation with Joe across the street from my house after they fixed Lee Street, didn't I? It was polite and it was cordial. And nothing was said to me then. You know, you guys have to help us out more. So let's just fix this a little bit better to where when it's being put out to the people that everybody knows. That's just my thing, but what the hell good does what I have to say matter to you guys? But I think you should be listening to us. We're trying to help. We're not trying to hinder. But if somebody would get sick or die, especially somebody who is battling cancer, because of a notice like that, that would come back on you all. I was smart enough when I saw that on Facebook. I still had water pressure, but I went on and I filled up several gallon jugs and the pot for the stove in case I lost it. But I never lost it, so I didn't use it. I watered my plants with it. So just please think about it. what you all are thinking and about and doing and the decisions you're making, they have a direct impact on all of us. And I'm not saying that your hearts are in the wrong place, but let's take it a step further and fix it correctly to everybody's benefit. Thank you.
So I'd like to segue over to, I don't have a text line, I don't know about the text line. So I've been watching the news for the boil order, or I've just been buying lots of bottled water and stuff till we get over this, so.
Oh, you need to sign up for it, huh?
Okay, so where would I do that? Is that,
Joe, you want to tell her how to do that?
Yeah, just go onto our website, and on the homepage, there'll be a thing that says sign up for notification. You click on that, you type in your phone number, you type what messages, it gives you a checkbox of all, you can get park stuff, you can get general announcements, water breaks, street projects, road closures. You just check what you want to get notified on, and then you get notified.
So you've added to it then?
Huh?
Then you've added to it, so the original one?
No, that's the original one.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Yeah, there's a list of like, I didn't count, there's like 10, 15 things you can sign up, or even park stuff, or like some road closures,
Well,
road
I've had it for a
projects.
long time, so, and I'm old, I don't
And then
remember.
anything you click on, that's what you get message for.
so what if you don't have internet or a cell phone for some individuals, you know? There's people
Well,
that don't.
by state statute, we got notified the local radio station. That's why we look, when we have a
Okay.
water advisory, first thing I do is I contact all the local news stations and 3 of the local radio stations, and I send out an email to all of them. And I can't decide what they pick up, what they don't. Usually Channel 4 and Channel 5 has been really good about picking up that stuff.
Yes.
I haven't seen on Channel 9 much at all, so,
No.
I mean, but all I can do is just send it out there
Sure.
to the local media.
Yeah.
And then I also send it out when we lift it.
You can give me your number and I'll just give you a call.
And Joe, can you tell us the difference between a boil advisory and a boil order, just to let the people
Yeah, a
know?
boil advisory is when you lose pressure below 20 PSI in your system. And it means that if you feel unsafe drinking the water, then you're supposed to boil for 3 minutes before you use it. A boil advisory means that the test I take after a boil advisory, I have to take it to a lab, I take it to an infant's lab. They analyze it, and then they send that data to the state. And if it comes back bad or positive for E. coli, that's what they're testing for, then the state would issue a boil order, and only the state can issue that, and that means you have to boil your water. So one, just, if you don't feel safe drinking it, you can still, boil it. The other ones, if you, feel safe, you can still drink it, so.
And even through some of the problems we've had with our water, have we ever had a boil advisor or a boil order? I'm sorry. I don't think we've ever had.
Not since I've been there.
Okay.
Any other
Great
comments?
question, thank you.
Yeah, that's people get overreact on the advisories.
Yeah, advisory just a
If you're
precaution.
compromised, you should think about it, but if you're not,
And I would tell you, all the results come back, again, within 18 to 24 hours, and all the results that came back negative for E. coli. All the water's been good.
and he does test that in multiple locations.
Yeah, I had to
correct?
test it at 3 locations. In the area. It's like when the last one was just affected you guys there, I went to Lee Street, 2 on Lee Street, then I went to Sonic, and I went to Casey's. And we took samples from them, all of them came back the next
And
day.
everything is negative.
Committee reports, public health and safety.
We had a fairly busy month, 56 summons, 34 reports, 5 warrant arrests, 8 ordinance summons. We filed 8 state cases with the prosecutor's office in Jackson County, and we served 1 search warrant. We still have charges pending from that.
Does the board have any questions for the chief? Next up, admin and finance. Things are looking good on that front. We're currently, total of all funds is 1.3 million. The general fund continues to tread water, but actually we're up 3,000 from the first of the month. And street fund is up 4,000. Water sewer fund is up 3,000, so we're still, we haven't paid that invoice on the rest of the work down on Park Street or, yeah, Park Street?
No.
Okay. So, I would expect on the October report that we'll see the streets down a little bit, but overall, it's in a pretty good situation. Park Board?
About the only thing is the spring park will be probably shut down in about a week. Temperatures are starting to fall a little bit, so we'll go ahead and close it down. And then when we have our roads done and some things done in the park as far as the asphalt goes.
And I'm not trying to stop you, and I don't know if this is even true, but I was told somebody had rode a motorcycle or something around on the pad or something. Did that cause any material damage or? But did
It
that
just
even happen?
left some black marks on it. That's probably about a month and a half ago.
Okay.
But yeah, but it was a go-kart and a little mini bike. But it didn't do any damage, really.
Okay, it didn't mess up any of the features or?
No,
Okay.
no, it was kids that just kind of circled around. So they didn't like drive over it or anything.
Good. Thank you. Planning and zoning, I don't see Mr. Coley, so I guess. Public Works?
We're getting ready, our truck's ready for winter. As you can, and we're also, we did some preparation on, because of all these breaks recently, on taking more precaution and more procedures on how to effectively take control of it real quick. That's all I have.
Fairs and festivals? Think you might have something going on, don't you?
Yes, this weekend, starting tomorrow, and I'd like to invite all of you to be in the parade on Saturday morning. Line up at the park, starts at 8:30. I'll allow you guys to come in a little bit early if you need to. Parade starts at 10, but if you all would like to just come out, we've got food vendors, lots of craft vendors. It'll be a good weekend. Hopefully the weather holds out.
Did you change the route of the parade?
No,
There's all sorts of stuff going around, so I'm not.
I know, there was.
So glad that.
I've been putting out a lot of fires this week, so somebody posted a different route to get into the park. Our parade route's still gonna be the same, so we're still gonna come out down Beatty to Adams and turn on Hudson like we have the last 2 or 3 years. And it's just easier for people to break up about the churches, especially with all the kids and Parents Square. So parade route's the same, so everything's good. So.
I didn't know we live on Park and I was gonna move the car somewhere else.
Oh, no. I appreciate that, though, but yes. So, we'd love to have you all. So,
Rain or shine, right?
rain or shine, we're hoping more shine than more rain.
All right. Okay, old business, we have none. New business, bill number 24-06, ordinance number 1093, an ordinance establishing the rate on tax levy for the year 2024 to be placed on all property liable for taxation within the city of Buckner, Missouri for general revenue purposes. Make a motion to suspend the rules.
So move.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Second reading, bill number 24-06, ordinance number 1093, an ordinance establishing the rate on tax levy for the year 2024 to be placed on all property liable for taxation within the city of Buckner, Missouri for general revenue purposes.
And you approve it and do roll call.
Move to approve.
Move to approve.
Second. Any discussion?
Alderman Jones?
Aye.
Alderman Fry? Aye. Alderman Ross? Aye. Alderman Walcott?
Aye.
And next up is the budget. Hopefully you had a chance to review that. I think it's a fair one. I think we got our, no employees are being furloughed, no pay is being cut, no benefits are being trimmed. So I think and yet we got it all done without having to short any accounts, close down anything. So any questions regarding the budget? Take a motion to suspend the rules.
Move to suspend, please.
You gotta read by title only.
Oh, yeah.
Ordinance number 2407, ordinance number Bill number 24-07, ordinance number 1094, an ordinance adopting the budget for the city of Buckner, Missouri for the fiscal year October 1st, 2024 through September 30th, 2025.
Move to suspend.
Thank you.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, second reading, bill number 24-07, ordinance number 1094, an ordinance adopting the budget for the city of Buckner, Missouri for the fiscal year October 1st, 2024 through September 30th, 2025.
Move to approve.
Second.
Left side appears to be closed.
Alderman Jones.
Aye.
Alderman Clark.
Aye.
Alderman Ross.
Aye.
Alderman Wilcox.
Aye.
Thank you, guys. Next up is discussion, consideration, and possible action regarding citywide cleanup. Looking at October 12th, is that AAA? Is that?
Yeah, that's, in all honesty, AAA has all those weekends open, but we went ahead and just penciled the second weekend in October and told them it had to be filled by you guys. But you can pick any weekend, but that one's already penciled in. That's the
So
second
that-
weekend in October.
October 12th is good.
Motion to approve.
So move.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Cleaning up on October 12th. Discussion, consideration, possible action regarding purchasing a camera for the water pit. As you know, we've had some issues with water pressure and looked like maybe some, maybe some malicious mischief or something. We have put locks on that now so that it's secured, but it'd be nice to see if somebody's down there monkeying with it, who it was.
Are we also going to fence it off?
I'm working on that, yeah, I'm trying to
Okay.
contact the owners and trying to figure out the easements.
Move to approve the purchase of the camera and install at the water pit.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Elected officials' comments. I wanted to pass along that, I always butcher his name, Doug Skillman, the Heart of God. Sunday, October 5th is the mayor's Christmas tree dinner. If y'all can be available, they'd love to have us come out and help serve. October 5th.
What date was that?
October 5th. Opening Saturday.
I got a flyer on that. Everybody that may have food, that is $12. That food is excellent. You won't go home hungry. Bring your checkbook or good cash. Because most of them items to be bid on. Or bring good cash or a good check. That's the way it should be.
Check, okay.
Something doesn't sound. So yeah, I was gonna say, he doesn't put a name or a time on here rather, but I think it's normally around 6 o'clock. Just said the date.
I thought it said 5, but I can be wrong.
Saturday, October 5th. Oh, hang on, there's an attachment.
Tickets at the door, you can buy them from the bank.
Oh, yeah, 5 p.m. Dinner begins at 5 p.m. So it's a good cause, it's a fun evening. Do good. Any other elected officials have comments?
Joe, have we reached out to Mr. Camper on the land? The correct is
I
pretty
just
long.
don't go, have you?
I left him 2 voicemails so far.
Okay.
And my next step is to, I found the